long story short, I lost the keys to the FC.
Here is the exhaust that came off of this car.
All right, we have old mount, new mount. We're gonna assemble this and I'll show you what it looks like. God is great! Oh my God! All right, y'all, here we go. Here goes nothing. Hopefully nothing explodes. 3, 2, 1. Hello. God damn! Master cylinder.
Why is it called master cylinder?
Sup guys? So, long story short, I lost the keys to the FC. So, with the help of Vodak, prying the door open with a Slim Jim, I am now taking off the passenger door handle. Because if I can get the passenger door handle off, we can take the code on the lock cylinder and we can make a new key out of it. I tried calling a lot of places, called the dealership. All of them want about $1 billion. So I found a good deal with this next place that I found. As long as I can get the lock cylinder out, we should be good. So, as you guys can see, I'm just getting this out. Not sure what's holding this in. Let me not break this while I'm getting it out. What is it getting caught on? Oh, now I can't lower the window. Okay. There should be a screwdriver right there. Can you hand me it? So here, the door handle's out. Now, if I remember how to get this out correctly, it's pretty easy. I think it's just this little retainer clip right here. Pretty sure you can just open this up. Okay. And then, pretty sure. Now that we have the handle out, I sent the lock cylinder code to my guy to see if he's able to make a key for me with that code. He said he's gonna check, so hopefully he can. If for some reason, all of a sudden he's like, yeah, we can't do it, I'm actually cooked because no key to the car. I'm not gonna pay $500 for Mazda to do it. And they said you need to bring the car there. How the fuck am I gonna bring the car over there if I don't have the keys for it? God is good. God is great. Oh my God. As you guys can see, the car is back. I just got back from cutting the keys. This time I have 2 keys, just in case. But the doors work. It obviously turns the car on. And I didn't get charged $500. So, good to be back. Now, the next thing we gotta do is get straight into business. And I'm gonna have to take the exhaust off this thing. So, we'll start on that.
Boom. So I've been working pretty diligently. I haven't been filming because you guys have seen something like this on one of my previous videos. But here is the exhaust that came off of this car. Now, I have a different exhaust setup that I'm gonna swap. Like I said, I didn't record much just because you guys have seen this before on the channel. We are swapping exhausts once again.
So, it's the next day. We're here on the road. As you guys can see, we are in the cargo van. And basically, we're gonna go drop off the old exhaust to somebody I know that wants to buy it off me actually. So, we're actually gonna get rid of this. And then we're gonna go ahead and later down in the week, pick up the exhaust off of my old car, which I also liked better. We still got a couple more things to button up on the FC. I gotta put in transmission mounts and some motor mounts because mine are blown. So we're gonna do that before I go pick up my old exhaust. And yeah, so we're heading out right now. And I'll catch you guys when we're out there. Yo, back at the crib, working on the FC of course. And yes, we're in the process of installing the new exhaust, but I haven't picked it up yet. And since my old exhaust is off, before I even go get my exhaust, I'm swapping mounts. So my trans mounts and my engine mounts are both dead, you know, so too much play. I just picked up these poly mounts from a friend for a really good deal, and it's honestly probably better than just going competition mounts or OEM mounts, even though I'm sacrificing a little bit of drivability since these are stiffer. A lot of people have a problem with poly mounts, saying they're too stiff, too much vibrations, but for the deal is worth and for the amount of time that I save from buying and waiting for shipping, these were a good pickup. And I get both engine and trans mounts. Ooh, saved me a lot of money. So we're just gonna rock with these and see how they feel. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw these in. So this is the Y bracket, and this is basically the assembly of the trans mount. This middle one right here is basically the main trans mount, and then you have two on the sides that people like to forget about. As you can see right here, and one over on this side. So usually you want to swap all three, but I don't have this middle one right now, but I can always do this another time when I get the middle one, because it's easier to get access to this one than it is up here for these two, because these two are obviously buried up above. So we're gonna start off by just taking off a couple bolts to get this bracket loose. We're gonna jack the transmission up and then get those mounts out. All right guys, so far it's pretty easy. We got those two on the side out, the middle bolt out, and the two in these holes out. And I believe the next step, it should just be able to come off, so we'll give it a shot. A lot of work later, we have the trans mount. This is the Y bracket part. So there's just like there's like two different components, this Y bracket and then the big cross member. The Y bracket actually holds the mounts themselves, so we're gonna get this off right here and get this old rubber mount off. All right, we have old mount, new mount. We're gonna assemble this and I'll show you what it looks like. So it's gonna look something like this with the new poly mounts. There's adjustability in the bracket, and I think it's just to dial in the mounts. So I think you do this while putting it back in. So I'm gonna go test play around with this. Yo, I'm gonna be honest guys, it's been like 2 days or something since the last clip. I think the last clip you guys saw was I finished installing the transmission mounts. They're in, and I think, you know, they're as good as they're gonna get. Obviously I won't know anything until I drive the car. Since then, I've moved on to taking out the entire exhaust, which is out. It's been a couple days since, and I think I am going to pick up my old exhaust now. And hopefully by the end of today, I can actually have the entire car back together and we can go on a test drive. In the meantime, I ended up putting in the engine mounts as well. As you guys can see, we now have poly engine mounts in there as well, instead of the old stock mounts. And if we take a look at the driver's side, which you guys can't really see, we have the engine mount in there as well too. So yes, I haven't really been filming the actual work as much as I probably should have, but you guys know how it goes when you're working on your car. A lot of the times you just want to get the car done and you want to get the job finished, and sometimes you just forget about the content. But I've never really been a tutorial channel. I'm just showing you guys the progress on my build, and so far the progress is looking pretty good. So you guys saw how we took this car originally, and we have already done a lot of things to it. So all that's really left is the exhaust, and we're gonna throw that in, test drive the car. Hopefully, you know, transmission mounts and the engine mounts feel really good. It might be stiff, it might vibrate, but we'll see. We'll have to break it in. But I'll catch you guys when I'm going to pick up that exhaust. What's up guys, we're back to the house. We just got back from picking up the exhaust. I'm about to show you guys. By the way, I've had this exhaust header gasket for so long and never used it. Anyways, here's the exhaust. This is the old RB setup off my old car, if you guys remember me putting that in. We have the header to the pre-silencer. Originally was a wide pipe, but it's welded into a single exit now, and the old school RB muffler. So it should be pretty easy to throw on. I'm gonna catch you guys when it's on. All right guys, the job is complete. A lot of work has just been finished. Motor mounts, transmission mounts, new exhaust, and took me about three days to do. A lot of back and forth, a lot of wrenching, but I'm pretty sure it's all back together for the most part. We're gonna just test it right now, turn it on, and see if something's messed up or not. We are missing a vacuum cap on part of the block, but it should still run without it. We'll see, but we know we have to cap that off eventually. So we're gonna test. All right, y'all, here we go. Here goes nothing. Hopefully nothing explodes. 3, 2, 1. I like how it's more tame. It's a lot more tame. Woo! I mean, it's running. Ooh, we're looking smooth. We are running. Idle's holding. This is the new sound, guys. You can see that it's a lot more not obnoxious. It feels more rotary. It's more like tame. The pitch is different. It's not just a cannon anymore. And I don't want a cannon because I'm not 18 years old anymore. This is what I like. This is character right here. And I like that it's all racing beat. It's all racing beat, so you already know. It's good parts. Now, this last thing to test is how the motor mounts and the transmission mounts feel. So let's hop in the car. All right, y'all. So we in the car. You guys probably can't see that much, but this is a drive to see how the car feels. The one thing I noticed so far is that this car definitely has more vibrations to it. Is it unbearable? No. I mean, I think a lot of people make the poly mount vibration a lot worse than it actually is. Like online, people say that, oh, you feel it in your teeth, it shakes your skull, but it's really not that bad. And I know I have a Mazda Trick short shifter, and it's one of the stiffer short shifters on the market. So people also said that paired up with poly mounts for the transmission, it might be a little overkill, but honestly, it doesn't vibrate that much from the shifter itself. If anything, I hear it most from the engine mounts. In terms of shifting though, I mean, the car feels good and stable. Feels pretty planted. Not bad at all. There is still a slight clunk when shifting between the gears, especially from first to second, that there's still a present clunk. That might be due to the bushing of the crossmember. On the transmission crossmember, there is a bushing that also acts as like a third transmission mount. So that could also be a cause of why there's still this shake in the transmission. Along with that, I'm sure that my rear end, in terms of my drive shaft, my diff bushings, my diff mounts, I'm sure those being really old also have a factor into this vibration. So eventually I will address the rear end. I'll probably go poly for that too, because I do enjoy how poly feels. It makes the car feel really put together. But I do want to put an end to all these shakes and
weird vibrations. I also need an alignment for this car. So that could also be a factor in the way it drives and the way it feels. Obviously I need new tires as well. But yeah, I mean, it feels good in terms of what I did. I think I do want to go over it again in a couple days just to retighten and recheck all the bolts that I did do. I just want to eliminate the possibility that the mounts I put in and my reinstallation of everything is not a factor in why the transmission still shakes. So I want to make sure that's not a reason. So I do want to go over it and just check all the nuts and check all the bolts. But the shifting is, I can say, definitely improved from obviously the stock mounts, because half of them were blown anyway. So no matter what, the poly mounts are gonna feel better. But I just want to get the most out of the poly mounts. And when I say I want to get the most out of it, I just want to make sure everything is done correctly, everything is bolted the way it should be. So yeah, driving it does not feel bad at all. At idle, there's a slight sound. So I just did that pull right there. I don't know, there are some noises coming up. Again, I just think it comes down to the nut and bolt check. Everything else seems pretty good though. Alright, you guys already know, back on the FC. Another day, another dollar. Last thing you guys saw, we finished the exhaust and did our engine mounts. Now we're just gonna do a nut and bolt check after a couple 100 miles of driving, and we're just gonna make sure everything is still looking good. Say what's up to the camera, Connor.
Hello. Dude.
We got Connor here working on his car, you know.
I had a question.
What?
Should I just leave the clamps on and then put the new clamps on?
So, we're in the process of taking off the wheels right now because me and Connor are gonna have to bleed these brakes, because for the longest time, these brakes have not been bled, and I tried it before, and for some reason I spent like 2 hours trying to bleed it and it still didn't bleed. Shout out to Peter for letting me know that I might have been bleeding it wrong. So I'm gonna retry it today, and hopefully it can bleed properly. So let's take these wheels off real quick.
Oh yeah.
That's how dirty my wheels are, bro. It's okay, my car is all shit right now, but
They're not that dirty.
when we get to body work, bro, this car's gonna be different. But I have all these important things to address first, making sure the car drives well before anything. So body work is gonna have to wait.
I mean, brakes are not that important, so...
Oh yeah, the thing that stops my car is that. Oh! Another thing. These wheels are backwards.
What do you, really like the tread?
So yeah, these are directional tires. If you guys didn't know, directional tires mean they have to be facing a certain way. So I had someone point out recently that they were like, yo, you know your tires are mounted on wrong. I was like, okay, that's weird, because a shop did it, not me. This is on the previous owner. A shop did it for the previous owner, or 2 owners ago.
Yep.
I was like, why would a shop mess that up? It turns out that I'm pretty sure I just switched the wheels, the rear and the fronts. Because if you think about it, if I could just put this on the driver front side, it would be like this. And now it would be okay. So it's not the tires are mounted wrong. I think I had the wheels swapped around. I think these are the front wheels and those are the rear wheels. So that's another thing
Maybe that's why your brakes went out, bro.
That is not why. I got wire showing.
Oh my fucking god.
Okay guys, we got wire showing. Oh
cooked.
my god, wait, this is horrible. We have no tread in this.
God damn.
It's cause I haven't had an alignment in so long, it just fucks the side of the car. Be careful with these bad boys.
PSA, y'all, don't touch the fucking
Wire.
Yeah, don't touch the wire.
Don't touch the wire.
Yep, you're kind of cooked.
I don't have money for tires.
Is this one also fucked?
A little bit on the inside. It's my front camber is bad.
Yeah.
The alignment is not letting the car get even wear. So.
Even more money.
Even more money. But luckily, I do have a guy who's willing to sell me some brand new Federals.
Too dark.
If I can last until Friday, I think I can get that.
And you're still daily driving your fucking car. Almost.
I don't have a choice. I don't have another car, bro. Let's not waste any. We don't have that much. All right, Connor, your job is to press the brakes.
Ay, ay, ay.
We're gonna bleed now. So what I need to do is, first step, open the hood. Open the master cylinder.
All right, guys, next day and we're back home. So last thing you guys saw, we were bleeding the brakes. Turns out the brakes are still broken for some reason. The pedal just sinks to the floor and I can't do anything about it. We bleed and bleed and bleed, but something's wrong and we think maybe it's just the master cylinder. Other than that, the car is looking pretty good, feels good, drives good.
And we're back in the house. You guys know that this is the end of the video. All I know is that FC still needs a lot of work and I'm probably gonna keep going over a lot of the same things again and again until I get it to a point where I'm satisfied with how it feels and how it drives. It's not the worst right now, and it's actually better than before, but it's not to the point where I can call it perfect. Along with that, we still have a lot of other things to get to, and eventually we'll get there. Just addressing everything one step at a time, and I'm making my videos one video at a time. But if you guys made it to the end of this one, I appreciate you guys as always. You guys let me know how you guys feel about the videos in the comments below. Please leave a like and hit the sub button for me. Also let me know what you guys think about how the FC build is going. Building an FC is a lot of time, work, money. So I'm just trying to make as much content as I can with what I have. Although I do have some secret things stashed up, but can't get to it yet. And I hate to keep saying that to you guys, but we gotta be patient because in order to get those bigger things done, I need to check off all the small things first and make sure that I have the resources to get those big things done. But as always, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.